Hi everybody, my name is Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you like fragrances and also if you like ASMR, you are in a good place for our video today. And also I can make you a creative custom ASMR video, so check the link for my website in the description. Okay, so it has been quite a while since I did a full collection. I think it was back in like January. So honestly, I think it was like 8 or so months ago. I have way more fragrances. My collection has honestly exploded quite a bit. I believe that right now I have around 95 perfumes, which is a lot. It feels like too much perhaps, but anyway, today I am showing you part 1 of 3 of my collection. And so next I'm going to just take you into the portion of my video where I show you what my actual setup looks like, where I keep my fragrances. And I'm going to have that same video in all 3 parts of the of this series, of 3-part series of my full collection. So you can go ahead and watch that next. Okay, so here is my full collection. I've got 2 sides to it. Here is one side. It's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves. And the bottom shelf here, this is just like samples. This is, somebody made this on Etsy. They make, it's to hold sample, like little sample vials. You could put other cosmetics in it, but isn't that so cool? Yeah, check out Etsy. Anyway, so there's that, and then here's the other shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I counted, and I think that I have 95 bottles right now, which is a lot. That's kind of crazy. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this up into 3 videos, and I'm gonna start with these fragrances. This shelf here is like my more kind of heavier, maybe more like fall winter type scents. And then this second shelf here, this is what I would classify as like my sweet scents. Like I definitely have other sweet scents that are on different shelves, but these ones are like, I just feel are like pretty sweet. Third shelf here, this is like more musky, powdery scents. These ones tend to be a little sweeter and more feminine. And then this one, these are also musky scents, but they're kind of more like unisex and maybe just a little bit more clean. Not like floral, sweet, powdery, but like just a little more musky. So that's those, and I'm gonna go through the first 3 in the first video, second 3 in the second video, and these 3 in the last video. Okay, and then this shelf here, this one is like florals, and this is florals that are, I don't know, maybe florals that are a little bit something other than just like straight up bright florals. And then these are florals, my second shelf here, but they're more so like bright, delicate florals, like kind of like your wedding type scents on this shelf. This shelf here, this is kind of like my green type scents. As you can see, quite a bit of green, and also like some citrus. This shelf here is like marine, very mariney, kind of maybe like ozonic. And then lastly, this shelf here is like my tropical scents. Like you can just tell by color, can't you? Like, you know, so these ones are like kind of orangey red. These ones are like blue, green. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of how I organize my fragrances. And yeah, so I'll start off with these first 3 and see you all soon. One other thing that I just wanted to say is that I have only been collecting fragrances since about 2 years ago. I kind of got into it during the pandemic, so it's definitely a newer hobby for me, and my nose and like experience with scent is continuing to evolve quite a bit. So these are just the fragrances that I have now that I'm really drawn to, and I know that if I keep collecting fragrances, it's going to change. My taste is going to change, and yeah, so it's going to be a journey, and hopefully in another several months I can film another updated collection, and you can see what's in my collection along the way as I keep growing. Okay, alright, so now we're back, and I'm gonna show you those first 3 shelves of my collection. Like I mentioned, so I pulled all of the bottles, and they are sitting here next to me. So like I said, this shelf is more of the first shelf I'm starting off with is kind of more of my like denser, deeper ones, maybe a little more woody, maybe a little more fall, winter vibes, but not the like sweet ones. The next shelf will be the more so sweet ones. So okay, so in no particular order, well, it's kind of the order of my shelf, kind of not, I guess. This one is by the brand Lalique, and it's called Living. As you can see, it says around the top, Lalique Living. I really like the bottle. I feel like it's unique and kind of classy. So this fragrance is, yeah, it's really, it's kind of like woody, a little peppery. It's got quite a bit of vetiver, some aromatic notes, it's got lavender. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not gonna go through Fragrantica for all of these, so I'm just gonna have to go off of like what I know and what I smell. But anyway, very unisex, a little bit spicy, a little bit woody, but still kind of in a lightened up, not too dense way. I really like it. Great for fall, winter. I'm gonna be wearing this more in the fall and winter. Okay, next, this is the newest addition to my collection. This is Valentino Donna. So it's just the, like, yeah, it's just the Valentino. I think Donna means woman, so it's like the Donna, Valentino woman. I don't hear about this one as much. I hear about the Born in Roma, but this one I think is absolutely gorgeous. What I mostly get is rose, iris, and a little bit of leather. And I am not a leather person. Like, usually that note just turns me right off, completely off. But I do like it in here. I feel like it mixes well with the iris. And it's very sexy, a little bit more sexy fall winter vibe for me, at least. So Valentino Donna. And I've also been really getting into iris lately, so that's why I got this one. Okay, next, this is Coco Chanel Mademoiselle, Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. Super popular, super famous fragrance. I love it. My favorite thing about Chanel is the way that they do patchouli. It's just so good. I mean, I know that not everybody likes patchouli, but if you like patchouli, you're going to love, I think you're gonna love this one. So this is mostly patchouli, rose, and orange. It's kind of like that really nice trifecta, patchouli, rose, and orange, and it just makes it a very classy, well-rounded fragrance. This is like good for all occasions. It's not like a heavy, dense scent, but if I haven't said it yet, I should let you know that I don't tend to wear super heavy scents. I don't tend to wear anything super gourmand, super woody, super spicy. So for me, these ones are the ones that are a little bit more that direction, but compared to average, they're really not. Okay, so that's Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. Next, this is Far Away Beyond Intense. This is by the brand Avon. This one probably should be on the shelf below because it's pretty sweet, but this is like white floral. It's got a touch of nuttiness. It's got an almond note, so it's like a white floral, a little bit nutty, sweet, sexy, a little bit, I wouldn't say dark, but just yeah, it's just really intoxicating. Smells maybe a little bit like a clubbing scent, but like to me, I don't know, I really like it. So yeah, that is Far Away Beyond Intense by Avon. Next, this fragrance is called Fenty. Can you see it says Fenty on the top? It's called Fenty by the brand Fenty. I think it's called Fenty Beauty. It's Rihanna's brand. I really love the bottle. Very minimalist, classy. This fragrance is very unique. I get tangerine, rose, patchouli. So it's almost a bit in this realm, but like definitely a little more tart. You get more tartness. Almost a touch sour from the, did I say tangerine? I think it's tangerine. I could be, it's a citrus note. And then the patchouli in here is definitely earthier. It's less refined, I feel, than this one, but almost smells like earthy, almost chocolatey. There's also a blueberry note in here, which I feel like you get just a touch of, so I love this. It also has like magnolia. It's just a really nice scent. I feel like it's pretty unique, somewhat unisex, but I'd say still feminine leaning. So that is Fenty by Fenty. Okay, next, this is Chloe Nomade. Chloe Nomade. Love the bottle. Love the bottle. This fragrance is very much fall vibes to me. There's a Mirabelle plum note in here. So it comes across as like a kind of woodsy plum with almost a touch of like, just a light touch of spice to it, like cinnamon almost. I mean, it doesn't have cinnamon, but it almost smells like a spiced plum jam that's like outside with the like leaves falling. It has an oak moss note, and you definitely get a touch of that. Like, it's a bit earthy, just really pretty, but in a very toned down way. Like, yeah, really natural. I really like this. So that is Chloe Nomade. Okay, and next, this one is by the brand Boticario. I think it's a Brazilian brand, and this one's called Coffee Woman Duo. There's a bunch in this line, the coffee line. There's like, I think like 10 or so. Honestly, I won't even lie. I just bought this because I thought the bottle looked cool. I literally just blind bought it on Amazon.com, but I like it, so I'm keeping it. It's a coffee fragrance. You get coffee, you get milk, some fruity notes, there's a lavender note, and it definitely has like an ambery base, and it sticks around for a long time, the base, so it's sexy. It's not like too heavy, but it's not too light either. So that is Coffee Woman Duo by Boticario. Okay, and then next I have my like travel size and smaller sizes to go through. So this fragrance is by Armani Prive, the Giorgio Armani private line, and this one's called Bleu Turquoise. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's It's salty vanilla. I think it has ambergris as well. It's like a sea salty vanilla. It's got an incense note, so it's got a touch of incense. Some like aromatic notes like pepper. So it's like a touch spicy, incensey, salty vanilla. Very unique, very sexy. Blue turquoise. And then this is Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. This is the EDP. I smelled the EDP and the EDT side by side. I could not tell the difference, honestly. I don't know if any of you all can. I could not tell the difference. But anyway, this is the Eau de Parfum version, which I believe is more recently released. The Eau de Toilette was released years and years ago. But anyway, this is, it's cashmere. It's got some, I think it's got a couple floral notes and maybe like bergamot, but it's kind of like a cashmere. And I've said before that like part of me loves this and part of me hates it. I don't know. So I don't know if I'll be hanging on to this forever, but I feel like this is a good fall winter scent for sure. It's kind of just warm, powdery cashmere, like lightly woody. I think it might have like sandalwood in it as well. Okay, next, this is a scent, what is this called? Scentbird decant. This is the brand Arquiste, and it's called the Architects Club. I really love this. So this is vanilla, but it feels like a very natural, woody, outdoorsy vanilla. Like it's got an oak note, and I feel like it might have a couple other woody notes. I feel like it has something a touch green as well. So I just really love this. This is the sort of one that I might buy a full bottle of one day, but I know this is an expensive brand, so we'll see. But yeah, really nice vanilla. I think like fall. This seems like a fall vanilla. So that's the Architects Club by Arquiste. Next, travel scent spray. This is Versace Crystal Noir Eau de Toilette. So this fragrance is sandalwood, gardenia, and a touch of coconut. That's mainly what I get. Very sexy, kind of darker, night vibes. Yeah, super sexy. One of the few scents that I have with gardenia at this point. I want to like that note. I mean, honestly, I want to like literally any note in perfumery, but I just don't always. Like gardenia is one that I only tend to like when it's mixed in with other things well, like this. So, okay, next, this is a mini from Jo Malone. This is Orange Bitters, and this is pretty much 3 notes. It's orange, bitter orange, and sandalwood and amber. And so in the beginning you get more orange and bitter orange, and then as time goes on it's more of like an ambery woody base. So it feels like a Christmas citrus to me, like a winter citrus, kind of like festive type vibe. So that is Orange Bitters by Jo Malone. Okay, this is by Estee Lauder, the like, what is it called? The like, I forget, it's called like the luxury fragrance line, I think. But this one is called Blushing Sands. It's just a tiny little guy. This one's interesting. It's got a lot of vetiver, so it's got a bit of like an airy woodiness to it. And honestly, I do not know any of the other notes in here, but it's definitely got vetiver. It's kind of airy, dry, totally unisex, kind of similar-ish to this one. But yeah, natural smelling, very natural smelling, like not super like perfumey, cologne-y. Okay, and then this is, this one's actually the only like fragrance oil that I have. This one's called Rigas. As you can see, I labeled it on my own, but I bought this at a local perfume shop. I don't remember, oh my gosh, I don't remember what the brand is called, but it's like a very small batch perfume shop, and this is mostly sandalwood and some other, I think like rose and some other stuff, but very smooth, very decadent smelling, very expensive. It used to be in a bigger bottle, and then I put it into this size, but yeah, really good quality perfume oil. Okay, we are on to shelf number 2. So as I said, this is like mostly my sweet scents, kind of sweeter, denser scents. So first one that I have, this is Britney Spears Electric Fantasy, launched in 2022, I think, maybe 2021. This one's really sexy. It's sweet, but it's not super sweet. It's got a tropical touch. I think it's guava, but I'm not sure. It's got benzoin in the base and like some, I don't know if it's vanilla too. It's got kind of an ambery, soft, sexy base, like lightly, I don't want to say spicy, but yeah. So it's mostly like a touch of fruit, kind of a nice ambery base. I don't know if there's florals, but I really like this one. Yeah, I feel like it's very sexy, not like too sweet. It's not really, doesn't smell really much at all like the original Fantasy. All the flankers are so different. Okay, and then next, another celebrity fragrance. This is Rihanna, and this one's called Nude. The bottle's a little bit gaudy, to be honest, but yeah, this fragrance was probably launched quite a while ago. This is when Rihanna put out quite a few fragrances, and then recently she put out that Fenty fragrance I just showed you, and probably going to be others. I hope so. I want to try them. But yeah, this one is very likable. It's fruity, but not like uber sweet, uber juvenile. But yeah, it's fruity. I think it has like, I don't remember what the fruits are, but it's got like a tropical touch. It might have like a tropical fruit or two. I think it might have some florals. So Nude makes it sound like it's very light and kind of like skin scenty. It's not. Like, it definitely is fruity, but not like super overdone either. So just a great everyday fun scent. Rihanna Nude. Okay, next, this is Wonderland Peony by the brand Floral Street. So this has peony, and it also has, what's the fruit in here? I think it's guava. Yeah, I think it's a guava, so it's almost a touch tropical again. But it's like a very fruity, sweet peony. There's also like a cotton candy note in here. It's just very fun, very sweet, girly. I might not keep this in my collection forever. I really like it. I just don't tend to reach for fragrances that are like so sweet. Okay, so that's Floral Street Wonderland Peony. Next, this one is Clinique My Happy, Coco and Cashmere. So this one is a very light, very powdery cocoa, like literally like cocoa powder. Think like very light cocoa powder and not like dense chocolate. It's got a vanilla note as well. It's got solar notes in here. And I don't remember what the other notes are, but it's mostly just like a very light dusting of cocoa powder. You definitely have to overspray, otherwise it's very light, but I work with people and I have to minimize my scent. So I felt like this would be the perfect sort of scent for like fall, winter. So it's like sweet, but still very muted and not super detectable to other people. So that's Clinique My Happy Coco and Cashmere. Oh yeah, I think it has a cashmere note or something cashmere-y. Okay, next, this is Montblanc Signature. And this one is lovely. I feel like this one is one that I feel like most people would love. So this is like a kind of like a powdery citrus vanilla. There's, I forget what, I think it's clementine. Then there's vanilla in the base. I think there's some musks in there as well. I think there's some floral notes. It's just, it's so wonderful. It's like, it's a really great vanilla, but it's not like a straight up vanilla. And it's definitely brightened up by the citrus. It reminds me just a touch, these two remind me just a touch of each other. They're not dupes, but they're kind of similar. So yeah, Montblanc Signature. And then this is my only Ariana Grande fragrance in my collection. This is her first release. It's called Ari. It's the pink clear bottle with the white puff pom pom. And this one is very sweet. It's powdery sweet. I think it has like a marshmallow note, pear. So it's kind of like fruity, sweet, powdery. Just very fun. I don't reach for it a whole lot, but I do like it. So yeah, some of these sweet ones I might not keep forever. We'll just have to see, or maybe I'll get more into them. I don't know. Okay, and then here's one that I really like. This kind of newer to my collection. This is called Coffee Break by Maison Margiela. So this is a coffee fragrance that has it has milk in it, and it also has lavender. And honestly, it's not dense coffee at all. It's a lighter coffee. It's like a latte. It's a latte scent. And then you get lavender, so it's kind of like someone like took a break from the coffee shop, walked around the block. There was lavender. I don't remember what all the other notes are in here, but it's kind of light, sweet, lactonic, touch aromatic because of the lavender. And yeah, you have to spray quite a bit. It doesn't have the best longevity, etc., etc. I don't really mind that much though, and I spray it on my clothes so it lasts longer. Okay, and then next, this fragrance here, this is a classic. This is Prada Candy. I kind of like the bottle. It's interesting, but because I have the smallest size, it doesn't spray. The bigger sizes, you push this part down and it sprays. It's the small size, you just take it off. And there's the atomizer. But anyway, this fragrance I love. This is my kind of gourmand. This has a caramel note. It has vanilla, but it's very powdery. And it also has, I think, like benzoin or maybe patchouli, something that makes it a touch almost like spicy or something. But yeah, just sexy, like a sexy but like grown powdery kind of gourmand. Like it definitely, with the name Prada Candy and the pink color, you'd kind of think like, oh, like young women, young girls, but no, like it's, to me, this is definitely like, it's a very sexy gourmand, and it really doesn't have great longevity, and it's very soft and intimate, so even if you spray it a bunch, it's just like not super strong. But again, I don't really mind that much. It works especially for me on work days when I have to work with people. Okay, so that is Prada Candy. Next, this is a little sample that I just happened to get within an order on Mercari. This is a mini of Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. I don't know anything about Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know if this is her first fragrance or anything, but I do like this one. It's got some sweet notes in it. I forget what. Like, I think it's like chocolate, marshmallow. There's a coconut note, or like maybe it's coconut milk, but it's all very light. It's not dense. It's kind of airy, cloudy, powdery. So again, this is a sort of gourmand that I like. That's why I kept it. It's very fun, light, sweet, but like in a very airy, cloudy sort of way. So that is Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. Okay, and then the last one on this shelf, this is Radiant Nectar, and this is by Clean Reserve. Love the bottle. I love the wood top. And this is one of their best-selling scents from the Clean Reserve line. So this is like a sweet ambery musky pear. Yeah, you get pear, you get like a sexy ambery musk, sweet, but not like, I don't know, the way that it's sweet really works for me. Just really, yeah, really nice. I feel like Radiant Nectar is a good way to describe it because the way that the sweetness comes off is kind of like nectar-y. So that is Clean Reserve Radiant Nectar. Okay, and then we are on to the final shelf. Well, final for the first part of this collection video. So this is the third shelf, and these fragrances are musky, powdery, leaning more feminine, so either leaning more floral or sweet. And you'll see the second part of the next shelf, which will be in the next video, is also like musky, powdery scents, but they're more unisex, less like sweet or floral. Okay, so first one here, this is by the brand Montblanc, and this one's called Parfum. I think it's just called Parfum. Oh gosh, it doesn't even say. But anyway, I think Montblanc only has released this one fragrance, and then they have the male version, which is like Pour Homme, I think. Homme, is that how you say that? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I really do not like the bottle, but that's okay. At least if I ever drop it, I feel confident that it probably won't break. But anyway, this fragrance is, it's a sweet vanilla sandalwood scent. It actually has a note of snow, and you do get something kind of cool, sweet, like it feels like something you could wear on the slopes, the ski slopes, skiing. Not that I really do that. I have not skied in like 18 years, but yeah, so you definitely get like some like sweet vanilla sandalwood. Just fun. I like it. It's interesting, but kind of classy, a little bit like Ice Queenie. So that's Montblanc Parfum. Okay, this is by the brand Mademoiselle, and this is Musc Eternal. I love this fragrance. Bottle is absolutely gorgeous. So this fragrance is extremely powdery. Like, think baby powder. Very feminine, gorgeous, high-end powder. It's floral. I think it's got, I don't know, maybe like rose, heliotrope, iris. It's got a couple florals. I think it has hawthorn. And then it's got tonka bean, which gives it kind of like a powdery vanilla-y touch. So pretty. I absolutely love this. Uber feminine, hyper femme, not for everybody, but if you like powdery scents, this one is gorgeous. Get a sample of it because it's very expensive. So that is Mademoiselle Musc Eternal. Okay, next, this one is by the brand Ellis Brooklyn, and it's called Myth. Oh my gosh, my cat is being so loud. I don't know if you can hear the banging. She's trying to get into the kitchen cabinet. Or no, maybe that's my fiance cooking. I don't know. Sorry, there's like banging. Anyway, so Ellis Myth. Oh my god. This fragrance is like a very beautiful, soft, musky floral scent. And it has like mostly aquatic florals. So yeah, just really soft, delicate, dewy, beautiful florals with a hefty dose of musk. So very like nothing sharp, nothing heady, cozy, like kind of wrap you up in a little floral, musky cloud. Yeah, so that is Myth by Alice Brooklyn. Not good longevity, but I'll say it again, I don't really care that much. I don't mind. And the other thing is that I work from home, and so I can just respray, and I know that everybody does not have that ability, so I'm sorry about that, but it just works for me. Okay, this is Juliet Has a Gun. This one's called a Lady Vengeance. It's got this intense black bottle, but honestly, both of these, like, the look of the bottle does not, like, this should be like a light pink or purple label and cap, and this one I feel should be like a mauve, maybe like a mauve or like just a touch of red, but the rest of it like a beigey or something color. This is a very musky rose. That's mostly what I get. There's a bunch of ambroxan and musk, so super musky. Rose, you definitely get rose. And then there's also like a lavender note. Yeah, I don't know. I've always said, I don't know why, but it comes across as watery to me. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes musks come across as watery to me. I do not know why, but they give me like the feel or the smell almost of water. I don't know why, but anyway, this one does that for me. So that is Juliet Has a Gun, Lady Vengeance. Okay, next, this one is by the brand Masaki, and this is called Shiro. I'm so sorry. I think my fiance is cooking dinner, and it's like there's like banging in the kitchen. But anyway, so I really like this bottle. It's fun, and this fragrance is it's like floral, light floral, powdery. It's got almost an aquatic touch to it, but also kind of like a dry powderiness, if that makes sense, like kind of aquatic but also dry. It's got a cotton note, so definitely gives it like a kind of cottony feel. Some florals. I think it has violet. It's like a touch kind of powdery in a violet way. Yeah, just fun, happy. Another one that does not have good longevity or projection really, but really nice scent. So Masaki Shiro. And then next, this is by the brand Clean, and this is Clean Skin. This is Clean Classic, not Clean Reserve Skin, Clean Classic Skin. They're both nice. The other version of this, which comes in the Clean Reserve bottle, I think I prefer this one. This is mostly like floral musk, and it smells very toned down, just like musky skin scent, effortless, your skin but better sort of scent. So like floral notes, musk, and like some very light fruits like honeydew. So that is Clean Classic Skin. And then next, this is by Shakira. This is the only Shakira scent that I've ever smelled, but it's just called S, Shakira S. And this one is another one that is like super light, does not project much, very, very light. Like I've literally sprayed this on myself like 30 times, and it's still very subtle, but it does hang around on your clothes. It just is extremely subtle the entire time. But this is very simple. It's a vanilla, jasmine, sandalwood. It might have like one other note, like amber. But yeah, it's kind of like a little bit vanilla, a little bit floral, white floral jasmine, and I think sandalwood. And it comes across as powdery. It's very light. It's sexy. It's not too sweet, but it's not like not sweet. I feel like it's actually fairly mature, and I mean, not mature, but I guess I'm saying like, I feel like you could wear it and smell fairly sophisticated. So that is Shakira S. Okay, we got two more. So this is Glossier You. Fun bottle, really like it. When I first got this scent, I almost didn't keep it, and it's because I didn't really like Iris when I first was getting into fragrances a couple years ago, and I really only started appreciating Iris in the last like 6 months. But this is an Iris dominant scent. I love it. Now I'm like, oh my god, I love Iris so much. So I think it really only has like 3 notes. It has Iris, pink pepper, and I don't even remember the other one. I think it's maybe like musk or something, ambroxan, musk. So it's a very musky Iris skin scent. Honestly, I do not get much in the way of pink pepper, and I don't tend to love that note, I think. So just a very like subtle Iris skin scent, musky, horrible longevity, horrible. Like, it makes me cry because I love this scent so much, but even when I spray it on my clothes, it just doesn't last. So really horrible longevity. But if you're like me and you work from home, you can just keep spraying yourself every hour. So that is Glossier You. Here's the little G for Glossier. Okay, and then the last one of this entire video, not of the collection, the whole collection, but just today's video. This is by the brand Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is called Feminine Pluriel. Really nice bottle, very good quality, heavy cap. So this fragrance, it is definitely feminine. It's another fragrance that has quite a bit of iris. It has quite a bit of iris in it. It's got rose, iris. I think it has a touch of vetiver. I can't remember all the other notes, but it's got, I think it might have violet as well. So it's kind of powdery, almost a bit waxy from the iris. Very feminine, but in a very soft, kind of understated way. No headiness, like no heady florals. Very like soft florals. And it almost smells like there's like a pear note, but there's not. There's no fruity notes. It's just kind of musky florals. I forget the other notes, but yeah, I really like this one. It's expensive, but see if you can find a used bottle. Like, I got this one used on Mercari. Okay, everybody, so thanks so much for sticking around. I'm hoping to have my plan, we'll see if I can actually do it. My plan is to have part 2 and part 3, so therefore my whole collection out like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So basically, like, I think on like Saturday or Sunday I'll just release the 2nd and 3rd. So yeah, hopefully within 3 weeks you can see my entire collection at this point. And yeah, once I get my other videos up, I'll try to like link to the past ones. So anyway, yeah, thanks so much if you watched all the way to the end. If you have any questions or comments, like, please leave them below. Feel free to ask me anything you'd like. Yeah, and if you can't tell, I'm a very small channel. I don't have that many subscribers, so I'd love it if you want to subscribe or share my content. And yeah, I will catch you all again soon. Okay, bye.